viewers know how I feel about sweets. I'm a sweet girl. That's why I love this sweet girl. Adjoa Duncan is here with her sweet summer cakes. We thought, you know what? It's the season to have beautiful summer cake. So we said, just run with it, Adjoa, and you ran with it.
I did, and it's the season to not have to sit by the oven and to want something that's either lukewarm or cold and not have to worry about it.
Absolutely. So we've got 3 different varieties. The first one is going to be an ice cream cake, but not the sort of ice cream cake that we would think of.
No, this is, you're gonna come.
Okay.
Okay, so this is an ice cream cake, but it's with regular cake that you would bake, and you could have this in the freezer, or if you wanted to, you could purchase a box and make it.
Why are you telling me that? Why are you saying that to me?
Because I know how you like to do things from scratch.
I insult her every single time she comes here. Do I just go to the store and buy the pre-made cakes? Like, no. Okay, but you could do that in this case.
You could do that in this case, yeah.
All right.
So what we've got is, what I would do if you do bake your cake, or if you do get a cake, use the pan that's the same size as the cake.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So then we're going to put just 1 layer in first, after we've lined the cake pan with, what's this called?
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap, right?
So that you're going to be able to, listen, I hear you, I have those days too. So that you're going to be able to pull it out at the end.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so I'm not going to tell you what you should do with your life, but this is how I feel.
Tell me what you would do with your life.
I feel like you can put chocolate sauce and stuff in between it, so then it's like your ice cream cake is like a sundae.
I think that's the right thing to do. Come out. Come on. So let's say you actually get it out, and it's like this.
And it goes around, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you take some stuff here, like either sprinkles. These are those toffee bits.
Okay.
And butterscotch chips. Those can go in between as well.
It's so good. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. I hear people shouting out in the audience. They're like, more! Okay.
And then you take your softened ice cream. I usually, like, this is super soft. I've got it, I take it out of the freezer for a couple hours and then put it into the fridge.
That reminds me of the ice cream I grew up with, and the bucket just said ice cream.
Exactly.
Do you remember those days? Or it's like, what if I want a certain flavor? It's like, no, it's a bucket of ice cream. Eat it. That's what you wanted.
And it's delicious. And we just do the same thing. Add another layer. Just make sure you pull out the plastic as you go, because otherwise you'll either get plastic in your cake,
or it's not going to work.
Exactly.
Or, you know. And then more ice cream. And so you spread that. It really is important that the ice cream, though, is about that. It's that pliable, because otherwise it's not going to work out.
Yeah, and most ice cream, you usually can get it. It doesn't melt into a puddle. Right. It'll still be a little bit fluffy.
Should I put on the hat?
Yes, please.
Okay, the hat of the cake.
Right.
So now we're going to move over to this
here. So this
beautiful
is what happens
item.
when you have the chocolate, and it's chocolate saucy more than it is like chocolate ganache.
Yes.
And then we're gonna do that sort of drippy. If this comes out.
Yeah, good luck. Oh, look, it works only for you.
I've got them all right.
I get it.
So then we're gonna get it drippy all over the sides.
Okay.
And then just smooth it around.
All right.
And this goes right back into the freezer.
So picture that being pink in there as well.
Exactly. Or you could
and then it would have been like a whole swirl.
Exactly.
That is beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, this is our next cake, which is a pie cake.
It is.
That is so cool.
Essentially just stacked pies.
Oh, it's beautiful though, with a bow and everything. I love it.
So your best bet for this is not to use like a runny pie, like a lemon curd or something like that. I've got apple pie and blueberry and peach. Because those are the pies that they're a bit sturdier.
Tougher.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pull one of these guys out. I'll do it first, then you.
Okay.
Because I have no trust.
Because you know me well enough.
And then we'll flip it over.
Okay.
And then you can do this one.
I can do it now. I can do it now, Mommy.
There.
There we go.
And then I've just cut dowels just in case. I've cut dowels that will go into the cake just in case the cakes are a little bit the pies are a little bit heavier.
The pies are a little bit heavier.
And then we'll put one of these.
And do you care which one I do next?
No, you can do whichever one makes you happy.
Because now I'm a pro, so
now you tell me.
Now I can do it. Yeah.
And this one goes on top.
Isn't that so easy?
Yeah,
so really,
super simple.
The real work here is in the baking of the pies.
Exactly, and this is another one where if you must, you can go to the store and buy a pie.
That's true.
But I made my own pies because I like them deep dish, so they look like really thick layers.
Absolutely,
Right?
and it is true. Mostly when you buy pies, they're going to be a lot thinner. They're not going to be that deep, and this just has better effect.
Yeah, and then you have more control over what the filling is like and how thick it is.
Lovely.
There you go.
Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Beautiful. Think about this as well. If you've got summer engagement parties, showers, bridal parties, all of that stuff, this would be amazing. You can make way ahead. I love it.
So
okay,
this one.
I mean, take a look at the final. It is a watermelon cake. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it's just all fruit, but it's all in the presentation and how you've actually. I don't know how that fruit is staying on.
Well, here's the thing: is there's toothpicks.
Oh, all the way along.
Hold them through, yeah. So here's, just for safety's sake, I always cut off the bottom.
Okay.
Just so we have a flat, sturdy surface. And then you can cut, I use the middle one because then you can gauge how tall you want it to be. And then just cut it one piece, another piece. And hopefully, if you're not like me, you cut a very flat surface.
That's perfect.
And then you'll just take a knife and run it around.
And watch your fingers.
Yes.
She's a pro.
Just make a slit in the end here, and then we'll peel that back.
I was wondering how that was going to work. It does just slide off, huh?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's just here.
That's nice. So now, did you say that is, so that's your bottom?
Yeah, that's your bottom. And I mean,
Lovely.
I used probably two separate watermelons for that. Depends on the size of the watermelon you use. But I've got some extra bits here, and this is what I did. This is what I used for what I did with these. Instead of having just waste, is I cut here we'll do this. I cut the end off this, and then cut another piece, and then that can go.
Got it.
Another one, right?
Now, so when you're go ahead. You go ahead and build, and I'm just going to talk a little bit. When you're doing this, do you have like a time limit because you're dealing with fresh fruit?
I feel like I did this yesterday.
Yes.
And
that still looks amazing.
Yeah, exactly, right? And I wrapped it up in the in plastic wrap.
Yes.
I'm not sure why that escapes me today. But I think that also you could just spritz it with water if you needed to.
Got it.
And we had a nice suggestion, maybe spritz it with vodka.
Oh my gosh.
The mood.
You could do a very grown-up version of this.
Exactly, yeah.
Just in terms of the sticking the fruit in and keeping it there, she's using these.
Yes.
So there's all these little toothpicks all the way through that are sticking that fruit to the watermelon cake, which is gorgeous.
And then the toothpicks in between each layer as well.
Yes.
Just so that it doesn't
use them like dowels.
Exactly.